What's up, y'all? So I know that it's signs from the spirit. And the reason that I wanted to talk about that is because after I posted my attack from like the Christian, not YouTubers, but the Christian Instagrammers, um, there was the gentleman that was attacking me or whatever. Basically, his higher self was basically trying to help him, and he had let me know my hair is a mess because I'm like, this half of my hair is done, and then this half needs to be redone, so it looks kind of crazy. But anyways, so his higher self basically was coming to him and bothering me to basically get my attention because he's going through something that I went through. So about a year ago, I had almost died, and before I almost died, I kept seeing these visions of me dying, like in a car accident, and I didn't just let that go. Immediately when I seen that those visions were coming to me dying and I seen myself dying, I was like, you need to figure out what's going on in spirit. Like you need to humble yourself. You need to get down. You need to pray. You need to get down on the face and call out whatever you need to do to figure out why it is that you're seeing these visions of you dying in this car or whatever. So the guy is going off on me and I just literally stopped arguing with this dude or whatever. But the guy's going off on me, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm finna curse you, motherfucker, because you getting on my nerves, and I'm mad, so now I'm gonna curse you. And he's like, Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and you can't curse me and all the other stuff. And I'm like, okay, but then his higher self basically hopped over here, right? And he started to talk to me, and he started to tell me as I'm going off on this dude that he wants me to help him. I'm like, I'm finna curse this motherfucker, and he like, no, don't curse him because he needs your help. So I started talking to the dude and I started telling him what his higher self is telling me to tell him. And his higher self is basically saying that he had been giving him visions of him dying and he saw himself dying. So I'm saying this to the guy or whatever. And he's not denying that this is actually going on. But he's just like, if it's my father's will for me to die, then I'm going to die. And I'm like, yo ass is finna die now because you're saying that this is okay with you. You don't want to change it. You don't want to shift realities. You don't want to timeline jump. I had spoke with one of my subscribers. I forget his name, but I spoke with him the other day, just in briefness in the comment section about shifting realities and shifting timelines and stuff like that. And I told him that I had done it before, and this is a circumstance that I had done it before. But that's only because my higher self was trying to get my attention and show me, look, bitch, you're gonna die if you don't go higher. If you don't change, we're gonna take you out of here. Like you're stuck on this level, and if you can't get past this level, then you're gonna die. So with that, I woke up and I was like, what do I need to do? How do I fix this? And I told that subscriber that, there was a lot of ritual involved, and there was a lot of ritual involved in me staying alive and shifting realities and not dying because I took heed to what my spirit was saying. And this guy, it is very, very, very sad because I'm telling him the whole time is he's like, Jesus, and Jesus is, I'm favored by God. Yeah, you are favored by God, but really he wants to eat you. And I'm just gonna put it that plain and fucking simple. I don't really know how else to put the shit. But when I was having my visions of me dying and my higher self was showing me that they were about to take me up out of here, um, it wasn't until I beat that I actually found out that what they were going to do to me. I was going to die by like getting in a car accident or something. My daughter has seen these visions as well. She's seen me being taken out of here as well. I was going to die that way. And that was horrific. Just thinking about that and knowing, okay, like, damn, that's fucked up. Y'all just gonna kill me like that. You know what I'm saying? So with that situation, after I had done my rituals that were given to me of spirit to survive protection rituals, and I had to like basically hunker down in my house into a certain time frame because the entities, the spirits, the beings that were trying to get me out of here, they were on a time frame as well. They had until sunset on a certain day to kill me. And I had to like hunker down, not go outside, not do anything, not communicate with anyone. I had to make sure that I survived. So after I lived and everything, they showed me what they were really going to do to me. So in this human world, it was going to appear that I died in a car accident. But in the spirit world, I was really being eaten by a fucking God. Like literally, he was eating me like chicken. And he spit out my soul. Like he ate my flesh and spit out my soul. And That's why I'm making a video, because that was more traumatizing than finding out that they were trying to kill me in a fucking car accident. I'd rather have just known that I was trying to kill me in a car accident than to have known that I was going to be literally eaten like a piece of chicken by a god, be sacrificed to a god, and have him to eat my flesh. Like, that is dramatic and traumatic. Like, when you go through shit like that spiritually, it's very traumatizing. You know what I'm saying? So I went through that or whatever. And then this gentleman or whatever that was arguing with me, that I was talking about the attack of the Instagram Christians or whatever, this gentleman that's arguing with me or whatever, he actually is going through the same exact thing. And he is definitely ignoring his higher self, regardless of whether or not you agree with what it is that I do with my spare time. If I decide to sit around and read the Bible and figure out the magical verses in there all day or whatever, regardless of if you agree with it or not, you know that I don't know what you see in your head. Just like if I was to have a vision, you're not going to know what that vision is unless I tell you. I was able to tell him what his vision was because his higher self literally hopped over here while I'm arguing with him, saying, hey, don't be putting no spells on him. We need your help. He doesn't know that he needs your help, but I know that he needs your help. So I need you not to put a spell on him, but to try to help him. This dude is trying to convert me to Christianity. I'm sorry, I'm a little itchy and a little ashy because I took a shower or whatever, but this dude is so busy trying to convert me to Christianity and tell me how good God is that he's even ignoring the signs that was given to him. I'm saying to him, your higher self gave you a vision of you dying. This is what I'm saying to him. And he is acknowledging, yeah, that's what happened. But if Jesus wants to kill me, then I guess I'm just going to be out of here because that's the Father's will. It's scary. I don't even really know what else to say about it. I just feel like that's a very, very, very scary thing to have to happen to somebody. I don't even know what to say about it. Like, I ended up telling the dude, like, I'm not even going to waste my energy trying to put a fucking spell on your ass because they finna kill you any fucking ways. So there's no point in me putting a spell on you anyways to try to get you to leave me alone because he's literally attacking me. And I'm wondering, why are you so concerned with what I do in my life? And the reason why he's concerned with what I do in my life is because it's time for him to wake up. And his higher self is saying, wake up. Dude is a Hebrew Israelite, and I literally just got done being a Hebrew Israelite, and I thought that was as high as we can go. I hope y'all like my room. I got it all. Pictures of me and everything. I usually look way better than this, but y'all caught me on one of those days. But anyways, his spirit basically is trying to tell him like this, you need to listen. You need to pay attention to the signs. And when they show you those signs, like literally, they showed me the signs, and I literally had like a week and a half to fix this shit and to get the fuck out of this shit, or I was going to die. And I knew that I was going to die. It was not no play shit. It wasn't none of that shit. I knew it. I saw it. My daughter saw it. She was like, Mama, I seen you get in a car accident. I'm like, you supposed to say something if you see some shit like that. But I had already seen it myself, and I had brought it to my daughter like, hey, you can't leave this house. We need to figure this out because something's going on spiritually and mom's not gonna make it. And then she was like, you know what, Mama, I seen that too. Oh, I have one person. Hi, one person. And I was like, you know what? She said, you know what, Mama, I seen that too. And I'm like, yeah, because it's very, very serious. But this person or whatever, I'm telling him, I don't give a fuck. This is a one person walk. So if you don't listen to what I'm telling you, then you're going to die any fucking ways. You're going to reincarnate. And that's what his higher self basically was trying to get him to understand, that if you don't move past this Christianity, this Hebrew Israelitism, or whatever you want to call it, then it's game over. You have to evolve in this game. You have to be willing to grow in this game. And dude was really coming at me hard about being a Christian and trying to convert me to be a Christian, but he didn't even know that I was a pastor's wife. I grew up in church. I have children with the pastor, and I'm never going back to a church. I'm never going to go back to a church. Why am I never going back to a church? Because I've come into realization of my power. When I was getting those visions of me dying in that car accident, Jesus wasn't there to help me. Jesus was not there to say, I'm going to help you. I'm going to save you. It was literally my higher self, my grandmother that passed, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and some other spirits that I didn't know of at that point in time. Papa Legba was there. Ashe to Papa Legba. But I'm just saying, like, they literally came and was like, you have to save yourself. Like, you can't depend on Jesus to be your savior. You have to save yourself. But I just wanted to share that because it was really, really hard for me to deal with this person because he was literally attacking me. And I'm like, why are you attacking me? Why do you even care what I do? Like, and how I do it? And he's like, you're going to hell and you have made the avocado seed your God because I know how to use the power in an avocado seed. He's like, that seed has no power or whatever. And I'm like, nigga, you ain't got no power because you worshiping white Jesus, you know? But I just wanted to put that out there. If your spirit is giving you a vision or giving you a sign, hi. Oh, that's who I talked to. I talked to you. I literally first fought a Christian because he wouldn't leave me alone trying to convert me. That's how he was. He basically was just trying to convert me into being a Christian. And he's like, you need to read this scripture and you need to read this scripture. I'm like, boy, I know these scriptures way more than you. I've been married to a pastor. I grew up in a church all my life. I literally just stopped being a Hebrew Israelite like maybe 2, 3 months ago. Like literally stopped being a Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? But it's really, really scary because this guy is definitely gonna die. And if you get them signs from your higher self, you definitely have to pay attention to that. You got to pay attention to that. And I know that if I would not have heeded my higher self coming to me like, hey, you finna die in this car accident, I would have died in that car accident. That's the timeline that I shifted. That's how I shifted that timeline reality. I hunkered down and got in spirit and figured out what did I needed to do to make it past this point. And I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that they were going to fucking kill me. Like I said, the scariest part was not even the car accident. The scariest part was finding out what was actually going to happen in spirit because I could only see what they were showing me, what my higher self was showing me in the natural, which was me getting hit by that car. I mean, well, yeah, I was driving my car and then a car hit me and fatally killed me in that timeline. You know what I'm saying? I did some rituals. Like my spirit guys were here to help me. Like they was like, you have to, they basically was like, you have to do the rituals to get out of this. Like there's no other way out of it. You can't pray to Jesus. They was like, Jesus ain't coming. You have to do some rituals. I did like some protection rituals. I had to protect my entire house. I had to go around and protect my entire house. One thing in particular that stuck out to me was the day that they were supposed to kill me, the day that I was supposed to enter into that death timeline. I I didn't take a shower. I'm just gonna be honest with you because when they're going to sacrifice you or they're going to kill you, they want you to be clean. So they want you to bathe. They want you to like you take a shower every day. You know what I'm saying? But that day that they were set to kill me, my higher self was like, "Don't get your ass in that shower." She was showing me visions of, okay, if you get in the shower, then you would have cleansed yourself to be sacrificed for on that day. You know what I'm saying? So like when I was finna get in the shower, she was showing me, okay, you could trip on this and choke on this, and this is gonna happen. And like they literally had to get me out that day, but I did the rituals to survive. Like I was trying to tell you the other day, it depends on what timeline you're trying to get to try to what depends on what timeline you're trying to get to jump to where you're trying to jump and what you're gonna have to do. Like, and you have to get your spirit guides involved, like your higher self. If you have had your dreams with Papa Legba, me and him have had our ups and downs. I'm not really going to get into that, but it was more or less my down and not his. You know what I'm saying? I made a mistake with that or whatever. But if he's giving you dreams and he's already wanted to use you, which means he's ready to open those doors for you. He's ready to show you what it is that you need to do. And if he's giving you dreams, that means that you already are in the bloodline. You already have the power. You already have the magic in you. He doesn't come to people who don't have it. You can't learn it. You can't acquire it later on in life. You literally have to be born with it. And because he's giving you dreams, that means you were born with it. What I would do in your case, if you know any of your angels around you, you know one is Papa Legba because he's coming to you in a dream. I would contact him and I would say, I would be clear on what it is that I'm asking and make sure that you come with a pure heart because if you don't come with a pure heart, he can trick you. He can trick you. He can see beyond like whatever it is that like if you're trying to collapse a timeline so you can get to some greedy shit and you don't get to do like you're not trying to do anything humble with it or spiritual with it, then he'll see right through that and he'll give you what you asked for, but then it won't be the outcome that you expected. But I would make sure that I'm pure at heart and I would definitely ask him to open the doors for that reality that you're trying to get to. I would offer him some rum. I would just, I mean, you don't have to set up an altar for him if you don't feel comfortable with him. But what I would do, he likes cigars. So I will offer him some rum. He likes spicy foods, Takis, anything hot and spicy, candy. That's what I did. When he came into my home, I went out and bought some rum, poured him a glass of rum. I took a shot of rum with him. That's why they call the alcohol the spirits. I took a shot of rum with him just so I could relax and not be all afraid in his presence. You know what I'm saying? And I would call him in there and he will literally guide you. I'm trying to kick a lean and I dreamed I was offered a lien at the crossroads. I go to the crossroads to offer. What do you mean, like a lien on your property or a lien on your house or something like that? Is that what you're talking about? Because there's like spell work to stop people from doing shit like that. I can give you some of that spell work without you even have to do all that. Um, like a lien on your car or on your house or something. Is that what you mean? Because I can definitely help you out with a ritual to just stop somebody from putting a lien on your stuff or whatever if that's what you're worried about. That's real easy to do. But if you do go to the crossroads, you don't even have to go to the crossroads. If he's in your dreams, he already in your house. Trust and believe that. Oh, you trying to kick the drink habit. Okay. I Oh, okay. I get you. I get you. I don't know if I'm the person to answer that because I personally like drugs. I'm just being honest with you. As you can see, my room is like real, real trippy because I be tripping out in this mug sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you can always stop an addiction by doing spell work on yourself to kick the addiction. You could do something simple like freeze that addiction and not even have to go to Papa Legba. You could actually just write that you want to stop lean. You want to stop using lean down on a piece of paper, and then you can freeze it. You can put it in the water and then freeze that habit, and it will literally freeze in your life. But like I said, I don't know if I'm the person to actually speak about with drugs because I like drugs. I mean, I don't have a problem saying that either because I use it for spiritual reasons. Like, I just use it for spiritual reasons. And that's probably how he was able to come to you. I'm just going to be honest with you. He was probably high and leaning and shit and dozing off, and then he was there. Like, I mean, when I had my Papa Legba experience, the first time I was totally sober, but the second time I was like totally rolling. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was totally rolling off some shit. And he scared the shit out of me. But I don't think that is something that you would have to if it unless it's that fucking serious to where like you getting up in the morning and you gotta have lean and then when that shit wear off you gotta have some more lean. I mean, and that would be definitely an issue or whatnot. But if it's just something that you're doing recreationally or whatnot, I don't see a issue with it if as long as it's like not killing you. But if you see it like killing you or you overdosing on some shit like that or you are doing it to the extent of like where it's like making you look different and fucking up your face and shit like that, then yeah, then you would probably need a little bit more magic. But freezing that habit would more than likely be something that will work, honestly. But then again, you know what? When I was trying to quit smoking cigarettes, I actually was gonna put a spell on myself, and then here comes my higher self and some other angels like smoke herbs, not weed. I mean, I smoke that too, but like herbs. This is my herb mix right here. Now that I smoke, I don't smoke tobacco anymore. I was gonna put a spell on myself because I wanted to quit that shit, and my higher self and some other spirits came. I'm believing it's Osian. If you deal with Papa Leg, but he's gonna open the door to the Orishas. I don't know if you know who the Orishas are, but he's gonna open those doors, and there is a Orisha over the herbs. There's an Orisha over everything, for every issue that you have, for money, for drug abuse, for everything issue that you have. There is a spirit for it that can help you out with it. But I don't think that those Oshun is she's very sexual. I like her. I didn't really quite understand her when she first came to me because I was like, "You work with Beyonce, bitch," and I was in my Christian mind frame, like, "Oh, bitch, she must be a demon," because I know Beyonce got some shit going on with her that's not human. But Yeah. Oshun. I don't know. She might try to do something to you sexual. I don't really. I mean, not that you would mind, but I'm just saying she might try to if she finds you attractive or whatever. But you can make her an offering, but you can't get to Oshun without going through a legba. You know that. So like whatever spirit work that you're trying to do for yourself or whatever entity that you wanna breach, like Oshun or whatever, you got to go through Papa Legba first. Make sure it's a chain of commandments and it's a respect thing. You offer him something before you offer Oshun anything, or before you work with Oshun on any level. If you see Oshun around, go ahead and hook Legba up with a shot of rum or give him 3 pennies or whatever you gonna do just to talk to her. I wouldn't even talk to her honestly without talking to Papa Legba first or acknowledging his presence because he's the gatekeeper. He's definitely the gatekeeper, but I like Ocean. I like her only because that story when when Ogun was in the forest. I don't know if you heard of that. I offer him whatever I give Oshun. Okay, well, you should offer him personal things. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't really like. Well, he likes sweet things, so honey is always good. But he really does like. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me turn my camera around because I got on my little PJs and I don't want you to be seeing all my goodies. Okay, but here, I'm gonna try to turn my camera around. Okay, so this is what I gave Papa Legba today. This is my little Papa Legba setup. I drew this, by the way. Straight dopeness. This is what he looks like to me. Here, let me lift that up for you because that's dope. See, he got the keys, he got the bone, he got the cane. Dope. Like, I got the 16 pennies on there for him. I drew that. But this is what he's eating. I gave him some chocolate because he likes sweet shit. So that's just like a chocolate covered cherry, plain white rice, and this is some chicken. It's not really spicy, but he does like fried chicken. I got his crossroad bags right here. I always keep him a cigar in there. Keep him happy. You see that? Then he got his nice little shot of rum right there. All of that. You know what I'm saying? This is really like he likes different things for Papa Leg, but let's see what else I got in his bag. I keep cards in there because he likes to play games. Papa Leg will like to play games. He also got some dice, but I don't ever really roll those dice with Papa Legba because you got to be careful, especially like when you rolling a dice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a dice roll, so you never know what's gonna come out of that or whatever. But he likes different things than Oshun. I'm sure he will accept it at this point because you're new to this, so he's gonna accept whatever you give him. You know what I'm saying at this point, but you kind of want to make it personal for him. So if you have he like the honey and the fruit, yeah. See, he likes that too. He likes that too. I had given him some fruit before as well, like because I was dealing with Ochosi. I don't know if you know who that is, but I was dealing with Ochosi, and he likes pineapples and avocados and shit like that. And I'm cutting up Ochosi's shit, and Leg was like, "Let me get some of them pineapples." So I know that he does like fruit and stuff like that. I never gave him Oshun's honey because I did give Ogun Oshun's honey though because I was dealing with Ogun, and you know the story. I got off a track or whatever, but you know the story of Ogun being in the forest with Oshun, right? So all the other Orishas tried to get Ogun out of the forest. He was mad. And, he's like a hot spirit, so he's always in the forest and he's angry. Don't mess with him. So all the other Orishas are trying to get him out of the forest, and um, they can't get him out. He's mad. They go in. He throwing stuff at him like, "Get out of here. This ain't your place," or whatever. Oshun, she goes in the forest or whatever to get him out. And he yells at her or whatever. She don't even say nothing. She just stick her finger in some honey and then like, put it across his lips like that. The nigga came out right behind her. I was like, woo, that's some hot shit right there. So I like that story. Like, I don't know why I like it. Because I'm a girl and that's like some freaky shit. I don't know. But I definitely like them both. Like I said, at first I was kind of offensive to Oshun when she first showed up in my room. I was like, "You fuck with Beyonce?" Like, I'm scared, and I was like immediately letting her know, like, "You're not getting in my body. Like, you got in her body, but you ain't getting in mine." You know what I'm saying? And then basically they was like, "We already in there, but whatever." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all the advice that I had for real. For real. I just wanted to let people know that if your spirit gives you a sign, that you should definitely pay attention to your sign. I'm rolling up some herbs. And you don't want to let that bypass, because if you do, then you can end up dead. Like, you can definitely end up dead. And that's where old boy is going to end up if he doesn't wake up. I feel really, really sorry for him. I was upset with him at first. Like, I'm finna cast every spell I know on you, nigga, because you didn't piss me off. But when his higher self came over here and he was like, he really needs your help. We about to die, and then we gonna have to reincarnate and do this shit all over again. Um, yeah. Hi, other person watching me live. Thanks for joining me. I was just about to end my live, but okay. Yeah, I get that too. Like, you know what? I just had a dream last night, and I had to call my sister and tell her about my dream. I wouldn't mind sharing that. We were actually talking about everything. We were talking about Papa Legba. We were talking about spiritual signs that your higher self is going to give you, so that you need to like pay attention to those things, because if you don't pay attention to those things, you can end up dying, because this is actually a simulation. This is a game that we're in. And if you don't pay attention to the signs that your higher self sends you, then you can end up game over. And then you'll reincarnate and you'll have to do it all over again. You'll have to do it all over again. You're going to have to repeat the level. You're interested in that? That's what's up. If you have any questions, you just let me know. Like, seriously, I'm here to answer those questions. As I was explaining to Flex, my other soul brother, as I was explaining to him that there's no teachers in this. Like, we really have to teach each other. Even though this is a singular walk, you have to walk by yourself. You're gonna die by yourself. There was no teachers. It was all trial and error for me. I explained to him, like, there was a time where I was about to die, and spirit was about to take me out of here, but I saw those signs and I paid attention to those signs, and I contacted spirit like, hey, I'm about to die. What y'all need me to do to fix this timeline to get out of this? And I was able to do so by doing rituals, and I survived. That's pretty much all I can say. um I know that we are all waking up, and I'm excited about it. We actually all came here to fuck some shit up. I don't know if y'all feel that inside, but I'm ready to fuck some shit up. I've been waiting for a long ass time to fuck some shit up, and that's what we're here for. We are definitely here for that. But like, if you have any questions, I'll be here to answer your questions. And I think that's what I'm here for, anyways, because, like I said, I've had to basically experience this walk on my own, and nobody has helped me through this. And I'm here to help other people through it. And you know what? That's honestly the truth. I feel like that is definitely the truth, that this life is draining. But what Papa Legba did point to me, really coming from him, but I know that I didn't have it before he came around, and I have the knowledge now. I'm putting off my thing. So, and I have the knowledge now that this world is what you make it. It's going to be what you make it, because we are creators. We can create our reality. Just when that situation happened with me about to die, I had to create another reality, and then I had to jump to that reality. I had to get over to that timeline, and I had to do it fast. So, like, you got to shake whatever it is negative. If it's anything in your life that doesn't make you happy, let it go. If it's someone in your life that's negative and always draining you, let them go. You don't need nobody. You don't need nothing. Like, you just need yourself. If this is a job that makes you unhappy, quit it. And don't worry about how you're gonna pay your bills. And that's the honest to God truth, because I did that as well. Like, when Papa Leg became, he was like, are you gonna keep working, or are you gonna give me the time to work with you? I quit the job. I let the job go. I got kids. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to feed my kids. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. And this just happened when I started first posting videos. And I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. When I let go and I allow spirit to lead me, I haven't worried about how I'm going to feed my kids. My rent has been paid. My lights ain't been cut off. Like, and I ain't even been to work. I have not been to work, and I'm still in my house. This is my house. I have a refrigerator full of food. You have to let the things in your life go that do not suit you. They don't suit you anymore. They're not helping you. They're hurting you no matter what it is. I don't care what it is. If it is a mama, an uncle, a sister, a brother, anybody, anything that does not make you happy, you have to rid yourself of it because you don't have time. You don't have time. If you don't make your happiness in this life, that's where you're going to end up at when you die. What Papa Legba also showed me was that heaven and hell is what you make it. So if you live this life and you're like, I want to leave, I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here, and that's how you live your life, and then you die. When you cross over, that's the state you're going to be in. So that's why I'm single. You know? He said, I know what I have to do is to keep remaining myself. Yeah, and you know what? We are all like fighting. Hello, third person that came in here. I do appreciate you coming in. Um, I don't think that was a test, Flex. I'm gonna get right back to you, Flex. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so we don't have time, and that's the honest to God truth. We do not have time to deal with those type of things, and I understand that's the human part of you. That's the human part of me too. So I let shit go. Like I literally let shit go, and I'm all work. It's gonna be an everyday struggle. We're all gonna work, and we're all gonna struggle on those things ourselves, and we're gonna figure out like we got to figure this life thing out so we don't have to come back here. And Flex, as far as him closing that door on that job for you, I don't think that's a test. He is the doorkeeper. So if there was something on the other side of that door that was going to hurt you or harm you, he closed the door to protect you. And that's how I feel about that. I really feel like that's what that is because I've had some things not happen for me. You get what I'm saying? In my life. And speaking with Papa Legba, I know that he's basically trying to protect me from certain things. And now I sometimes beg him and beg him and beg him. Now he can open that door right back up for you if you really want that job. And he'll come to you and say, I closed this door because of this. You know what I'm saying? And he'll give it to you, but that's your warning. That's your warning right there. But I don't believe that it was a test. I believe that that was him closing that door because there was something on the other side of that door that was not for you. And that's his way of protecting you. Papa Legba, he only tricks those or tests though. He does test people, but he only trick those or test those people like on that level to where it can harm them, like let you just walk through the door anyways. You know what I'm saying? To those people that are not pure and those people that are not related. If you are having any type of experience with Papa Legba, that means that you have the DNA. You share his DNA. You are related to him. That is your ancestor somehow. Some way, somehow, that's your ancestor. This is not weed from my other footage portal. This is not weed. And if it was, I would smoke it with you. But it's not. Yeah, you don't have to worry though. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to worry, footage. You like for real, I feel like we all have to be a support to each other, even though we are not in this walk together. We're all individual, but we all are one. We are all of the collective universe. Like Papa Leg would show me so much just opening the door, like for real, for real, for real. Like he just, oh, thank you. I love you too. And I definitely support you too. I definitely do. Because I know that from firsthand experience that there are not people that have the support. I've literally been on my own, like literally on my own. Nobody's supporting me doing anything doing anything. I didn't have a teacher when I left the church. I was like completely lost. I was like, I didn't know which way to go, what to do, and nobody was helping me. It was just like, okay, you need to figure this out on your own. But spirit was there. Spirit was definitely there. And I appreciate that. I definitely do appreciate that. I'm so excited to finally find my soul group. And that's another thing that I was asking Papa Leg before. You guys even being here and on my live, aw, and on my live, literally, it's Papa Leg was doing. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Because I'm like, where's my soul group? Where are the people that are out here like me? I know that they're here, but we're just spread apart across this universe or whatever. The time is definitely shifting. I gotta find a lighter or something. The time is definitely shifting. I found some matches. And it's our time to shine. And we are on top now. It may not feel like it at times, like it might not feel like it at times, but we definitely are on top right now. The astrological things that are happening, we are now in the age of Aquarius, which is why we are waking up. That's why we're waking up. We're like, we here. You know what I'm saying? We are nothing but the gods reincarnated in the flesh. Right. We are spread apart, but you know what? We're all going to be brought together for a collective cause. You know, we definitely going to be put together for a collective cause because there's a war that has to be fought. There's a war that has to be fought. And we have to come together and fight that war. We have to. You're right. We have to. We have to fight that war. Most of us who have Papa Legba and have the Orishas around us, and even if that's not who you deal with, footage, if we have those Orishas around us, they are from the warrior constellation. I don't know if you hear me on that, Flex, but I just want you to know that they are from the warrior constellation, which means you are a warrior. You are warrior, footage. I'm a warrior. We are warriors. That's true. The way society is set up is so messed up, but I was also told that we have to rise above them. We have to rise above them. Like you can't give them even a little bit of energy. Like you can't be like the white man and all this other shit because then you're giving them energy and you're focusing your energy on that. And then the more that you give that energy, even if it's a speck of energy, then you feed that. You feed that energy and then guess what? You give them more power. You have to walk around here like nobody else exists but me. I am God. You are in my world. That's how I walk around. And it's only because I was awoke. I was awakened by my spirit guides that I can walk around. Like when somebody comes into my world, whether it's a coworker or whatever, I don't work right now. Yeah, we can definitely meditate and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't work right now or anything. What War Day means for Legba? I'm not sure what War Day means exactly for Legba. I deal with Papa Legba on Mondays. I usually light him a candle, but lately I just deal with him every single day because that's my friend. But I don't know what War Day is for him. But I do know that he told me that there is a war that has to be fought, and we got to fight it. And it's just that simple. No, we can't be scared, and you have to be on the correct vibration to fight that war. So as I was saying, you got to when people come into your world footage and they're making shit horrible for you, turn your TV off, don't watch the news. Anything that's negative, cut that shit off. If it's a person, cut their ass. I don't care if it's your mama. If it's your mama and she negative, cut her ass off. That's not being disrespectful. That's keeping you from disrespecting her. You get what I'm saying? You have to cut it off and you literally have to control your environment. You have to control everything around you. When someone comes into my space, like I said, whether it's a coworker or anybody, when they come into they do mess up your energy, exactly, but you cannot allow them to. When they come into your space, they are in your world and you are God. So you control them. They don't know it, but you control their ass. So you come to my space, you gonna do what the fuck I say do. You don't have to say it like that. You don't have to be like that. You get what I'm saying? Right. Staying in alignment is definitely crucial. You don't, like I said, you don't have to say it like I said it. And you don't have to tell them anything. But if you're in alignment, the people that come in your world, they are going to come in your world knowing that they're in your world. And they're not going to fuck with you. They're not going to give you that negative energy. And if they do, immediately put their ass out. I don't care what it is. You think you need the job that pays $20 an hour. Fuck that job. You get what I'm saying? And fuck that manager that's getting on your nerves too, bringing you that fucking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him and that job. Like you don't need them. If it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, fuck him. I'm single right now because I refuse to settle for someone that's gonna bring that negative shit in my life. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I'll be single because ain't nothing wrong with me. I look a little crazy right now because I was in bed or whatever, but I'm really pretty, you guys. I just look crazy right now. But I'm saying like I don't let nothing get to me or nothing or nobody. If it's negative, it's gone. If it's a news story that I'm watching and it's negative and I'm getting vibes from it, I'm gonna cut that shit off. I don't let my kids watch TV for real or nothing because I don't want to have to undo what society has done, what they have programmed my kids with. I don't want to have to undo it, you know? But I actually do got to get off here. I really appreciate talking to both of you brothers. I'm sure I'm going to go live again sometime soon as we keep living. Um, I'm here for you guys. You guys can find me on Instagram, Beautiful Light 717. There. And you guys stay up, like straight up. Stay up, be yourselves. Don't give a fuck what nobody think. Y'all are kings. Y'all are gods. And I love y'all. Straight up. All right, good night, y'all. Be good. Right on, right on, right on. For sure.